It's Saturday. It's Frank. It's House of Orange TV. The Tennessee football program, they begin fall practice Wednesday. Josh Heupel meets with the media on Tuesday. The team returns from their weekend off. They have a mandatory meeting Monday night. The big question is going to be, what's the status of Boo Carter? I'm not going to be able to answer that by the end of this video. What I am going to be able to answer, though, we're going to look at the timeline of going back to the end of the season till now and look at everything that we've gathered that's factual. I've got a few questions that I'm going to kind of ask and go, and you guys can comment in the comments on that. And then we're going to look at the truth and where we're at in the situation. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know how to do it. And another cool thing, Monday night, 8 o'clock, our live Monday night show returns. Myself, Jordan Moore will be live. Kerry Williams will join us when he doesn't have other obligations. He has it as well. Who knows? Maybe we'll branch out and bring some others on as well along the way. Let's go back to the end of last season. Of course, Tennessee loses to Ohio State on December 20th. End of season, we're done. Fast forward a couple weeks. Now, here's where I don't have a problem with this stuff becoming public this summer. I do, in a sense, don't get me wrong, but I have a problem that at least 4 NIL negotiations for Tennessee went public, dating back to the end of last season, fast forwarding to the Nico ordeal in the spring. Boo Carter's situation was public. He went public with about hitting the portal back in the winter. Stephen Hargis, Chattanooga Free Press, I believe it is, he put out something. He actually spoke with the family, talked with the family. They said it wasn't about money. It was about Boo playing both ways with it. And naturally, these guys returning, they're going to get an increase in their NIL. Okay? That's not abnormal by any means. Not long after that, what a Boo's social media, it shows, puts out, he's re-signed with the Volunteer Club. It said he is, they had those productive meetings with Heupel. He's going to play wide receiver. He's going to play corner or star, and he's going to be a punt returner. Fast forward now to the spring. He's in the fold. He goes through spring practice. Here's what was not known. Austin Price, VolQuest.com, 2 days ago was addressing the situation and really painting a big picture on this. During spring practice, Boo Carter had transfer papers in hand and was going to enter the portal. Not sure why he didn't, but he changed his mind and didn't. That was something that was not known until I think the last couple of days, at least not publicly, that's out there. That's why I appreciate these VolQuest, these 24/7 guys. They will address a rumor on a message board. They're not going to put it out there in public other than maybe addressing a situation. When something is actual factual, they will report it, because I've seen them state numerous times, if they addressed every rumor they heard, they'd get nothing done. I've seen it said from Price and Hubbs, they had an article written for Boo to enter the portal, and then he didn't back in December. People asked, after the Nico situation, is there anybody else? And they just said, well, they hear rumors. They didn't speculate and they didn't specify who, and they won't do that. And I appreciate that. That's still journalist integrity to me. Not that I'm a journalist. I'm not. I'm just a guy doing videos here. But I appreciate that, because that still lets me know who I can go to get factual information. Now, let's fast forward to summer. We hadn't heard anything. We really didn't hear anything on Boo from December until within the last week and a half to 2 weeks on it. Here's where the timeline starts going now in terms of July. And I've seen the date of July 8th. He wasn't around then, but it was specified. Brent Hubbs confirmed it. Brian Rice, voice of the Lady Vols, confirmed they had seen him in the week around July 15th, July 16th of that week. Josh Ward of the Sports Animal, does the Josh and Swain show, put out a tweet. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. It's been within the last 2 days that Boo Carter had changed agents. He changed agents to Omar Cooper, who was the agent for Ace Bailey of the Utah Jazz. If you followed that draft situation, it was interesting to say the least, on how they didn't want to work out for anybody. They were trying to get to Washington, is where they were trying to get to. The Jazz threw a wrench in that, though. Here's the thing. Guys change agents. not a big deal. They never notified the other agent that they were changing. That's a bit odd. That is a bit odd. And that seems to me, now again, July 8th is the earliest date I've heard in any of this. So could there have been problems before that? Absolutely, there could have. Because one of the problems here, it's well known, this is not an NIL deal. This is due to him breaking team rules violations, causing other teammates to be punished because it's a group punishment as it goes. Fast forward now, July 16th, piggybacking on what I just said here. Team leadership, I'm not going to name specific names I've seen. You can look and find it out there. There are specific names on the leadership that it says, and there's an article here too. Richard Johnson, Chris Hummer, John Talty, CBS Sports.com put out an article about the Boost situation saying it's in limbo. And these are the only guys I've seen put an article out. It's definitely been Hubs, VolQuest, these guys. They've pretty much come up and verified it. There was an altercation between Boo and leadership. I've even seen it go as far as a couple of guys of leadership, for lack of a better term, whooped his ass for him. And that has been put out on a lot of places. Now, how much truth is there to the whole situation? Here's what we know. Boo and leadership had an altercation, and it was due to him not taking care of business with it. And I've seen people say, well, what's going on for leadership? The way the system is set up, you have your leadership council now, and they have guys, understudies, more or less, they will step up into that next year. To me, it sounds like a good system. And yes, some of this stuff's gone public. Again, there's 4 NIL negotiations, and I know it went public. Boo Carter, Mike Matthews, Ricky Gibson, Nico Iamaleava. Nico's the only one so far that's left. So that's where we're at. Austin Price also confirmed there is third-party communication going on, though, between Boo's reps. I don't know if it's his agent, if he has a handler as well, his family, and the coaching staff. There is third-party communication going on. There is a way back, which I'll get to here in a minute. Now, here's my questions on it. It said that last weekend, Boo was in California. A lot of people like to speculate Colorado. They put that together because it was mainly Colorado, Tennessee was 2 of his favorites. Michigan was in there as well. They've tried to put that together. Maybe Boo goes to Colorado. Of course, you've got the Travis Hunter comparison. That's speculation. Colorado's not in California, though, as if you know geography, you know. I wonder, and this is questions, was a former Tennessee quarterback trying to recruit him out to California? Could another school in Los Angeles known for tampering try to recruit him out to California? That's the 2 I have in mind. More specifically, UCLA, and I wouldn't put it past USC. They've been known to tamper during this Lincoln Riley tenure so far. That's kind of some questions I have. Now, what's the road back? Whose decision is it? It's going to be Josh Heupel's decision when it's all said and done. But I think it will involve Heupel and Danny White sitting down. It will involve Heupel and his coaching staff discussing it. And it's going to involve Heupel and the leadership council discussing it as well. I can't see it if Boo has burned bridges with the leadership council, if he's just pissed them off to where they don't want him back, that leadership tells Heupel they don't want him back and he's going to go against them. All you're going to do then is cause a divide between Heupel and your leadership, and then there's still going to be that leadership Boo divide as well. It's going to be a collaborative effort based on how I see things. It has to be on it because there's been so many factors, so many people affected in this situation in terms of, the burned bridges, the altercations, and those things. Can it still happen? Yes, it's absolutely there. And again, this is not NIL related. It's due to not taking care of business with it. Now, here's the truth in the situation. There is a path back. What is that path? I would think this is where I speculate on the path because I don't know the path. But Austin Price, Brent Hubbs have said there is one. Got to make amends with your leadership. That's first. You win your teammates back first. I would think that's the first step. Obviously, there's the third-party communication going on with Booz, what his reps, his family, and Heupel. That's another one. You got to mend that fence as well. And here's the thing too. Austin Price put out, Boo has nowhere to go to play football this year. Now, could he go down to a place like ETSU? Could he go to Maryville or somewhere and play? I mean, it's possible, and that a lot of times you transfer down, those things won't apply to you. But if he wants to play D1 football this year, according to Austin Price, it'd be at Tennessee. That can't just go pull the walk on somewhere else with it as well. Does that intensify his desire to want to stay in Knoxville? And it's kind of funny too. I don't follow players or their parents unless it's something I've made through this channel connection. But people tweet out that Mama Boo has put out, she has her outfits for the first 3 games already. Kind of coincidental. Wonder what those conversations have led to behind the scenes. Here's where, the final timeline is on it. Monday night team meeting. When we're live Monday night on here, we may get news of it then, whether he was there or not. There's no way that's going to be kept tight-lipped and make it to the Josh Heupel press conference on Tuesday. There's no way on it. I would be shocked if it did. Monday night team meeting, I would think we get – it doesn't mean he's back or he's not. If he's there, he's probably back. And there may be still a way he's got to earn his way back. If he's not, that's where the questions are going to be, because I have seen it said that just because maybe if he's not there Monday or Tuesday, it means he's gone. All right. Heupel meets with the media Tuesday. He's pretty good about getting out in front of things. He may go in and address it before he even gets asked on it as well. And then, of course, Wednesday, that's when we start. So we're close, man. We're close. I'm excited about football in this season. We're going to talk the team Monday night. We'll obviously talk the Boo Carter situation here. Unless he leaves, which it doesn't sound like he does unless he's told to right now, I don't think we hear anything else. This is where I think on it. I don't know this. I don't expect to hear anything else till Monday night on the Boo situation. And I know I'm there as well, but it's newsworthy, all right? It's getting views. I do things when they get views. I'm crazy not to on it. As long as this situation drags out, and if I find stuff on, we'll put content out on it. Yes, we're all over the situation. Don't get me wrong on it. But when it gets views, it makes sense on it. Frank, House of Orange TV. Hope to see you Monday night. And in the meantime, I'll see you when I see you.